John Beltran, Dave Urick back from Estes Park High School where the Beatniggers lead the Bobcats 22-0. As we're going to begin the second quarter at 10 minutes to 8 o'clock, Dave. That is a long first quarter. We did start at 7:05, but it was a very slow-moving first quarter. Estes Park likes to throw the football, and we had a lot of plays that were basically bending out of bounds. So it is second down and 8 to go for Estes Park at their own 40-yard line with the Beatniggers up 22-0. Keller Twig in a shotgun formation. He's going to take off on the quarterback draw. Big hole in the 45. First down as he runs into Beatniggers at the 49-yard line. Keller Twig, he's got some talent. I mean, he could be something special. He's only a sophomore, and it's a gain of 10 at midfield for three Beatniggers at the pylon, including Randy Baker.
Yeah, he just tucked that and ran. He kind of slipped right off the bat, though. Again, you could tell he didn't get the footing he wanted. He showed past it. As soon as he received the snap, he did just like what Tim Tebow does and just ran straight ahead.
Gage Smith is out of the game. First and 10 for Estes Park. The ball's just shy of midfield. The lone setback is Trahan to Keller Twig's left. He'll roll to his left, looking to throw, and the pass is going to be complete underneath at the 46-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Trevor Blake makes the tackle. Adam Christensen makes the reception for Estes Park.
They're about 92 yards passing on Brush already.
Second down and 6 to go for the Beatnigger 46-yard line. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer, Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Keller Twig again in the shotgun. He will not line up under center. Rolls to his left, looking, stopping, pressure coming. He's sacked at the 47-yard line by a bevy of Beatniggers, including Felix Calderon, Bryant Woodward. Also around the football was Daniel Soto. That loss is going to go for 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Bobcats.
We lost our containment on this side. Our defensive end shot inside and allowed him to roll around to the outside, but luckily for Brush, he stopped there and tried to cut it back and ran right into all of our pursuit.
Bobcats take a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 10:28 to go in the opening half. And the Beatniggers with a 22-0 lead on the Bobcats. This result not surprising so far as Brush is 9-0 going in, and Estes Park is 0-9. But the one good thing about this game is that Beatnigger pass defense is getting tested again.
Yeah, and like you said, these are all great opportunities for the Diggers to improve and plan for those playoffs. But this is a film that's going to be sent to one of those teams we're going to play in the playoffs, and they're going to be seeing the weaknesses there in our pass defense.
So when play resumes, it'll be 3rd down and 13 for Estes Park at their own 47-yard line. The Beatniggers have had the football 3 times and scored all 3. And looks like Keller Twig will have 2 in the backfield. A little bit of a different formation, but he's still in a shotgun. On 3rd down, rolling to his left, he'll take off, he's down. Another sack for the Beatniggers, Daniel Soto and Felix Calderon in on the hit. And that loss is going to go back to the 42-yard line, a loss of 4. 4th down and 17. That's what the Beatniggers need to do. If the pass defense struggles at times, get the pressure on the quarterback, and they did that there.
Yeah, let's see if Garcia can return this punt here. If he could just catch it, I just believe once he gets out in the open field, I think he could run away from some of these Bobcats.
Gage Smith, the punt, standing at his own 30-yard line. Awaiting the snap. It's a perfect one. He gets it off high and towards the sideline and out of bounds. That's a very short punt. In fact, he angled it too much. An 18-yard punt. The Beatniggers will have it at their own 40 to begin their 4th drive of the game.
Yeah, the official just took the ball right there. The guy that caught it, the guy that was standing out of bounds, I don't know if that's their team doctor or what, he was standing right there by the 40-yard marker. He caught the ball there. The official just took the ball, and instead of looking back where the punter was to see if he could make that angled line to see where the ball goes, he just sat it right there on the 40.
Yeah, I think that was a lazy way of spotting it. But nonetheless, the Beat Diggers will have it at the 40. Vince Albo is the receiver to the right. One man out to the left. 1st and 10 with the Beat Diggers on their own side of the field. Mullen will hand it off right up the gut. And breaking a tackle getting to the 45-yard line is Chris Lee. He'll gain 5 yards in the play for Holler. Makes the hit along with Bailey Flores. 2nd down and 5 to go for Brush.
25 dive over on the left side. Estes Park, you got to give them credit. They were right there to make the tackle. They're in a 4-4 defense now. Looks like they blitzed one of their inside linebackers.
And the Beat Diggers will need 3 more touchdowns in this opening half in order to get a running clock for the entire second half. 2nd down and 5 to go for their own 45. Tormolen under center is back to throw. Plenty of protection. Deep up the left sideline. Wide open, incomplete. Overthrew Vince Albo, who was by himself at the 23-yard line, but it went about 3 yards past him. 3rd and 5.
So Tremolo is 1 for 4 now. Looks like Albo pulled up a little bit on that. I know he's been bothered with an ankle. I don't know if he thought the ball wasn't going to get to him or if he might have hurt his leg a little bit, but he definitely got overthrown. He just wasn't able to continue.
I think you're right. That's not the same Vince Albo that we saw in Gilchrist when they connected a 50-yard pass pattern, and it was up that left sideline. It was a thing of beauty. Vince definitely does not look 100% healthy out there. And timing is everything, as we know, on a deep play like that. 3rd and 5 for the 45. Carter and Lee are in the backfield. Tormolen hands it off right up the gut, and driving towards the 1st down marker is Lee. He's got it at the 50-yard line. He was stopped at the 48, but he just kept going. And Chris Lee picks up 5 yards and a Beat Digger 1st down.
Yeah, and it was him picking it up, too, as he had 3 Bobcats on his back. He just kept driving his feet and just refused to go down.
8:50 to go in the second quarter. Brush leads Estes Park 22-0. 6-yard touchdown run by Kyle Rosenbrock and 2 TD runs by Tyler Carter. From the 45, Tormolen on 1st down will hand it off to Carter on the left side. Stutter steps to the 40-yard line, going his feet to the 35, up the left sideline to the 30. He's spun down and out of bounds toward the 25-yard line by Holler. And that's another Beat Digger 1st down. It's a gain of close to 20 yards for Tyler Carter.
So 71 yards now for Carter on 7 carries, a 10-yard average. But one of the reasons he's having such great success is because he's not doing a lot of stutter stepping out there. Once he breaks through that initial barrier, he cuts it to the sideline or cuts it to the open space and just runs hard.
1st and 10 for Brush at the Estes Park 25. Brown is the outside receiver to the right. He's the only receiver in this formation. Carter and Lee in the backfield. Hand off to Lee on the counter, running left, and runs into a Bobcat, and he continues to drive for at least a yard if he can get it. However, flag is down at the end of the play as the tackle was made by Ben Addison, a senior. And let's see if the Beat Diggers are going backwards or there was a face mask.
We faked the trap up the middle and then tried to run it off tackle, and Lee kind of missed the holes. Our guard was running out there to kick the defensive end out, but Lee ran it a little bit too wide. Instead of pulling up tighter, he kind of missed the hole.
It will be a face mask against Estes Park. So no gain there on the play, but the Beat Diggers do have a 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line of the Bobcats, leading by 22 and looking for their 4th touchdown in as many possessions. This Beat Digger offense has been unstoppable lately. From the 25, the backs remain the same. Tormolen turns, pitches right to Lee. He's got it towards the outside of the 20-yard line. A stiff arm to the 15, up the sideline to the 10, and he is down 1st and goal for Chris Lee on a strong run to the 5. That's a gain of 20.
You betcha. Again, just running hard, man. Once he crossed that line of scrimmage, he just started running harder and harder. He used that stiff arm, and he just kept veering towards the sideline as he tried to create some space.
We are at the top of the hour. This is 1010 KSIR. Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich. Well, the Beat Diggers are looking for another touchdown, up by 22. First and goal at the 5. In an I formation are Rosenbrock and Garcia. Now they're split. Mullen hands it off to Rosenbrock, running left, a huge hole. He's hit at the 1, and he is across the goal line as Kyle Rosenbrock scores his second touchdown of the game. From 5 yards out, the Beat Diggers lead the Bobcats 28-0.
You betcha. Just ran a 46. They used Garcia to kick the defensive end out. Rosenbrock just ran it off tackle there. It's a huge hole. Good block there by Garcia.
Very good block. Now the extra point to be attempted by Jesus to put the Beat Diggers up by 29. And Dave, there is plenty of time to get 2 more tallies on the board and accelerate this second half. We know that halftime could be longer than the second half if the Beat Diggers score twice more and get to a running clock in the final 24 minutes.
The sideline over here for Estes Park is quiet now. They were on their feet for a while when they were completing a few passes, but now you can tell everybody's kind of disinterested in the game and quietly watching.
Low snap. Garcia is going to throw it into the end zone. Baker's out there, and he's got it in the back of the end zone off the low snap for the 2-point conversion. 7:29 to go in the second quarter. Brush 30, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers travel 60 yards, 6 plays in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Kyle Rosenbrock scores for the second time in the game from 5 yards out. And then Eric Garcia throws it into Randy Baker on the 2-point conversion off an errant snap. And Brush now leads 30-0, and we're still not even midway through the second quarter. Jesus to kick it off a low-line drive. It'll bounce to the 18, headed out of bounds, but now it goes off Bailey Flores, or did he not touch it? I thought he did, along the right sideline, and he did, which means Estes Park is not going to have good field position at all. They'll be at their own 13-yard line to begin this drive, trailing by 30.
They tried to field the ball, but it looked like it bounced off his right shin. Just bending down to pick it up. The ball took a weird hop and hit him and then just rolled out of bounds.
All the Bobcats take the field with Frankie Keller-Twick running towards that huddle. The Beat Diggers in the last 5.5 quarters have outscored Estes Park 92-0 after beating them last year 62-0 in Brush. On first down and 10 from the 13, shotgun for Keller-Twig. And he will roll to his right. He's going to take off with the football, but he's got very little, if anything. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. The Beat Diggers were out there. They got to get him way back at the 10 along that right sideline. Is that where they spot the football? I'm looking at 2 different officials. They're going to spot it at the 11. Second and 12 for the 11 for Estes Park. Too many Beat Diggers there on the left side.
Soto took the ball away from him right after they blew the whistle. He had the ball. He ran it into the end zone. So, luckily for Estes Park, they stopped the play.
Second down and 12 to go for the Bobcats at their own 11-yard line. Hollers, the receiver, to the left. Klein is out to the right in a shotgun. He's got the football. 5-step drop, throwing to his right. The pass is complete. Dropped. Oh, boy, it was right in the hands of Klein up the sideline at the 21. Arribas gave him plenty of cushion, but instead it's third down and 12.
Just having a really hard time back there, having coverage on him.
It was a perfect throw. That should have been it. In fact, it was right in his belly. But instead, it's third down and 12 to go for the 11.
Jake Brown just came back into the game at that corner where they're on the left side. Try his luck over there.
Same receivers. Holler to the left, Klein to the right in a shotgun. Third and 12 to go for the 11 for the Bobcats. A 2-step drop, looking, pressure coming, spins, sacked at around the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Way too many Beat Diggers there for the quarterback Keller-Twig to run out of pressure. Kyle Rosenbrock and Sean McConnell throw him down at the 3. That's a loss of 8. So it's fourth down and 20 to go for the Bobcats, and Gage Smith will be punting out of the back of his end zone with 6:07 to go before the break. Hey, when you can't run the football and you're limited to a one-dimensional offense, and that dimension is not working. Perfect snap. Here comes the pressure. An excellent punt by Gabe Smith. Garcia drops the football. He's got a ball in it, and he does at the 33-yard line. Keller Twig was down there, and Garcia had some running room to his right, but he couldn't haul it in. Nonetheless, the Beat Diggers do have great field position at the 33 of Estes Park with 5:48 to go in the second.
That's the first time I've seen Brush go after the block. Boy, they were going after it, weren't they? They sent everybody. Garcia was standing in the middle of the field, but he had to veer clear over here to this side past the hash marks to try to make the catch. Just had to cover a lot of ground. I think he was looking upfield before he really caught the ball.
First and 10 at the 33. Albos back in there as the receiver to the left. Carter and Lee remain in that backfield. This is the fifth drive for the Beat Diggers, or fifth possession. They've scored in the first four. And they've had some short fields to work with the exception of the first drive, which went for 85 yards. On first down, Tormolen will hand it off to Carter, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. And he's down. He could not get away from Keith Trahan, as well as Brendan Mulhern. Second down and 10 to go for the Beat Diggers. A rare no gain for Brush tonight.
I think there was some confusion on that because they kind of ran into each other in the backfield a little bit, and then there was no hole there. I don't know if Carter was trying to follow a guard that was pulling over there, but I think because of that hesitation and those guys running into each other, it messed with the timing of the play.
You know, with a 30-0 lead, I wonder if this will actually set up a pass play. Not because the Beat Diggers want to run up the score, but they want to sharpen up the passing game. And, the Beat Diggers couldn't get the play off. Tormolen got the snap, but it was just a fraction of a second late. So now it'll be second down and 15 for Brush at the 38-yard line of Estes Park. 2 touchdowns tonight from Kyle Rosenbrock and Tyler Carter, and 2 two-point conversions. That's how the Beat Diggers have their 30. As we are under 5 minutes to go in the opening half. And now Eric Garcia is racing in with a play. And Tormolen will race his team up to the line of scrimmage. On first, check it, second and 15 from the Estes Park 38-yard line. Tormolen is back to throw. Over the middle, the pass is caught by Albo at the 26-yard line, and he's tackled at the 25, maybe, if he got that far. Nonetheless, it's short of a first down. We'll give him a gain of 12. So Brush got much of that back. And that'll be a very manageable 3rd and 3.
That takes Tormolen now 2 for 5. This is about a 5-yard post pattern. The defender for Estes Park jumped, tackled Vinny. It's like he threw a headlock from behind on him to take him to the turf.
It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 26-yard line. It should be a handoff. More than likely, it is a Carter or Lee. It'll go to Lee right up the middle. First down, breaking tackles inside the 20-yard line towards the 18. First down for Brush and a gain of 8.
So he's got 44 yards on 6 carries, a little over 7-yard average, and it's a good night. I'm excited for our Digger seniors to enjoy this game.
Yeah, I mean, you like to walk away with an easy win and then rev up that intensity coming up next week. First down for the Beat Diggers at the 18-yard line of the Bobcats. Eric Garcia is now in the backfield. The lone receiver is Vince Albo. Bostrom is in motion to the right. And there's the counter running right, Garcia. He's going to be taken down in the backfield. He had nothing there. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and Keller Twig read it perfectly. It'll be a loss of 2, second down and 12.
You fake the trap and then try to run that off tackle over here to the right side, but Garcia tried to cut it back up to the middle. Didn't really hit that hole again.
And Garcia will now take a little bit of a breather on the sideline as we approach the 3-minute and 10-second mark of the second quarter. The Beat Diggers up 30-0. On second down and 12 from the Estes Park 20. Tormolen, play action, looking to throw. Deep over the middle, in the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Randy Baker, but he was actually well defended.
It looked like Baker was running a post pattern as well, and I don't know if he was supposed to get to the end zone and then cut it back to the left again. That's where Tremolin threw the ball. He didn't throw it out in front of him. He threw it back behind where he was at.
Well, the Bee Diggers have 2 downs to gain 12 yards with 2:56 to go before the break. 3rd down and 12, just inside the 20. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. The setbacks are Carter and Garcia. From the 20, Tremolin is going to roll to his left, looking to throw. He's going to take off. He's going to throw underneath. That pass is caught along the sideline by Albo. He's got a 1st down inside the 5 towards the goal line, and he is going to be just shy of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal for Brush.
For a guy with a hurt ankle, he showed some power there, didn't he? He had to carry a couple of defenders on his back and fight for the goal line, but he just couldn't quite get in there.
The gain of 19, and a 3rd and 12 becomes a 1st and goal for the 1. And again, the clock did stop because the Bee Diggers got a 1st down, but they also got out of bounds. As Albo, you're right, he was fighting to get into that end zone. Well, Chris Lee is yet to score tonight. 1st and goal for the 1, handoff Lee, and he's into the end zone off left tackle, and the Bee Diggers now lead 36-0 with 2:42 to go in the opening half.
It was just a 25 dive. The Diggers have had a lot of success with that 20 series this year.
They sure have. The Bee Diggers held that football for 3 minutes and 6 seconds, so they chewed up some time there. But still have some time to get over the 40-point mark, which I still think that's got to be a goal here in this first half, so you can send the second team out there for the entire second half.
Yeah, it's definitely a goal of mine. I sure see that.
The extra point to be attempted by Jesus Cardenas off the hold of Eric Garcia. The snap is a little bit high, and the kick is going to be partially blocked and underneath the crossbar. Brush 36, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 8 plays, 33 yards in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Chris Lee scores from a yard out. Extra point was blocked by David Klein. But the Bee Diggers lead the Estes Park Bobcats 36-0 with 2:42 to go in the opening half. Dave, the only developing story in this game is that the Bee Diggers do not have a touchdown pass, and they've had at least one every game. And when you're leading by this much, it might be a second team player that could be throwing that TD pass. Short kick. It's fielded and dropped by Gage Smith at the 16, running to his left, slipping, and then he's down shy of the 20-yard line. And the Bobcats, once again, will be in bad field position as Randy Baker and Kyle Rosenbach made the play.
Several of the Estes Park fans over here hollering at the referees, wanting them to blow the whistle. The Diggers had a hold of him and just kept shoving him backwards and then pounded him into the turf.
No, but he's right. You have to play to the whistle. You play to the whistle, and if the whistle's not being blown, that's certainly on the official and not on the players. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 19-yard line with the Bee Diggers up 36-0. 2 receivers out to the left and trips to the right. A 5-receiver set for Keller Twigg. Man in motion is Smith, and he'll get the handoff running right. He's hitting the backfield. He's going to lose yardage and penetration over there by Maverick Seawald. Back to the 16-yard line. A loss of 3, 2nd down and 13.
That was the first official rush by a running back for Estes Park tonight.
On 2nd down and 13 from their own 16-yard line. As we are at 2 minutes to go in the opening half, and the Bee Diggers up by 36 in a shotgun. Keller Twigg rolls to his left, pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked again. That is Maverick Seawald who came through. Check that. Or is it Seawald or Soto? I thought it was Seawald initially, even though the public address had it differently. Back at the 5-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 11. And that'll set up a 3rd down and 24 to go. They've got to get to the 29. They're at the 5.
That gives Twigg a minus 24 yards now. 11 carries he gets credit for, even though they're mostly all sacks.
On 3rd down and 24, an obvious passing situation, but the Bobcats might have liked to run the football. Now, Keller Twiggs going to take off himself, and he's going to get a couple of yards, if even that. And he's down actually at the line of scrimmage. He had some momentum going, but so many beat diggers were there to make the tackle, including Brian Woodward. He led the charge, and so did Felix Calderon. No gain. And with 48 seconds to go on the clock running, Estes Park will have to punt. The question is, will the beat diggers get into the end zone again before the end of the first half? Gage Smith is in the back of the end zone, letting time run down with 35 seconds to go. And the beat diggers are coming with pressure. It's a high kick headed towards the sideline, and it's out. No, it's not out of bounds. It bounces at the 30 and down by Estes Park at their own 34-yard line, a 29-yard punt. The beat diggers have 23 seconds to operate with at the Estes Park 34. Well, this will be interesting, Dave. What do you do in 23 seconds? I mean, you can obviously pass the football. And actually, they're backtracking that football to the 35. So do the beat diggers throw the ball, just go with a run, and hope that they get enough yardage on this? Because if they run the ball, Dave, and they don't get a first down, I think they'll just let the first half clock run out. First and 10 for the 35 of Estes Park. Tormolen is back to throw. Looking, setting up deep up the left sideline. Albo's out there. Did he catch it? Did he catch that ball for a kick? Holy Muhammad! Check that. And that is a touchdown. No, that is, I believe that's Albo. Up the left sideline. Yeah, Albo made the catch. What a play by Albo, because that ball was on his fingertips, and he scored from 35 yards out on an outstanding pass by Tormolen, and the beat diggers now lead by a score of 42-0. That's essentially the final play of the first half. We will have the extra point, but what a throw.
Boy, that was beautiful. Fingertip catch, too. You know, you could tell he had to grab it with the pads of his fingers to bring it in. Did a good job of just keeping up his speed and running down that sideline and making a play for the ball.
That was a great offensive play, and Albo looked like he was 100% healthy on that one. What a pair of hands, and Tormolen to unleash that baby. Let me tell you, because Albo was not wide open. There was, I would say, Dave, there was decent coverage on that play. It's not like he beat the defender by 5 yards or anything like that.
It was a great throw. If he would have thrown it anywhere else, I think Estes Park would have had a chance to make a play on the ball. Diggers had to take a timeout because a couple of our offensive linemen were over there. They forgot they had to go for the extra point here.
And the beat diggers, maybe for the first time, Dave, I don't want to say in their history, but certainly in a long time, if not in their history, have thrown at least one touchdown pass in every regular season game. And they did it on the final play here of the opening half. Eric Garcia to hold. Jesus will not kick it because it's a bad snap again. Garcia will take off towards the end zone, and he's in for the two-point conversion just inside that left pylon. We are at the break with the score. Brush 44, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.